announced they began a third round of strikes against Iran in response to Iranian forces attacking a Cyprus-flagged container ship in the Strait of Hormuz. CENTCOM says the U.S. is degrading Iran's ability to attack ships, and the strikes are being carried out at the direction of the commander-in-chief. Tom, let's go right back to you on this. Obviously, this is the perennial issue right now. No matter where we are, we talk about the Texas Senate race. This is gonna make news because we just don't know where this is from one minute to the other. It seems to be reactionary sometimes. Iran hits ships after President Trump gave them an ultimatum, and now we're hitting Iran. What happens next?
We don't know what happens next, but I will say this. There are some that believe that if we take some sort of military action, that that's going to be bad for midterms for Republicans. I actually disagree with that. I think the fact that we went in the first place, so there were some that weren't happy about that. But if you are going to go in, I think most of those folks think finish the job and get it done. And these diplomatic talks, 60 days, and then we extend it, and then we're in a ceasefire, and then we get hit, and then they're saying crazy things on social media and kill Trump in the streets. I think the president needs to take action. I think he's doing that. And I think the American people will reward him for that, because I think the worst thing that can happen is just rinse and repeat for months on end and have no change.
Riley, we were on this show a couple of weeks ago, Tommy and I, and we broke news. We had the vice president come on this show, call in from being pulled away from the things that he was involved in to talk about this deal, this big plan that was going to give, I believe it was 60 days, this memorandum of understanding, working towards the deal. The entire administration seemed to be lock and step. This was a good plan and it had teeth. And here we are a few weeks later, and it feels like we're back to a month and a half ago. It feels like nothing's changed. Where do Americans sit on this? Do they feel like the administration is losing control? Do they feel like that we're playing catch up?
You know, well, and you do know this. It speaks to the instability of the Middle East specifically. I'll agree with Tommy here. I think President Trump is a man of his word. If he says he's going to do something, you better believe he is going to follow through with it. Now, you ask where Americans sit. I'll speak specifically to where Gen Z sits on this issue.
Sure.
I think there's a lot of people who are, let's say, recently college graduated or even those still in college who are kind of tired of the conversation surrounding the Middle East and the U.S. involvement, especially those, honestly, who are conservatives. I think there are a lot of Gen Z conservatives, when they say America first, they mean really America only. Is that because they don't have a great understanding of what U.S. involvement looks like overseas? Probably. I think that's a large part of it. But in speaking to my generation and how we feel about this topic, I think there's a level of exhaustion, to be honest with you.
It's
and
funny,
confusion,
Joe,
quite frankly. Confusion of where we really are. You know, we see these breaking news all the time of strikes on Iran.